So, Phil recruited me to sell these cards, and now I am recruiting you. Don't worry about Phil. He drives a Corvette.
Hello everyone. Welcome. Hopefully you can hear me. Hi everybody. I have a bit of a different setup from my end tonight, so if my eyes are kind of all over the place, it's because I'm using my iPad as my eCam monitor now, so I'm hoping it'll make for a better user experience. But hi everyone, welcome. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to those who celebrate it, and Happy Boxing Day to all of my Canadian friends. I see Lindsay has said that in the chat. I didn't realize that Boxing Day isn't an American thing as well until I was messaging with Reaction Therapy. We're planning on going live together later this week. And he was like, Danielle, what's Boxing Day? And I had to explain it to him. So alas, welcome everyone. I hope you're enjoying your holiday season. Hopefully some of you get some time off work. Today we will be drinking our San Pellegrino. Holiday season, time to get fancy and buy the $7 sparkling water. I cry every time. I actually got this on sale. It was only $6, so $6 Canadian dollars, which is like $4 American. So I also want to say a big thank you before we get started to everyone who wished me well with my dental surgery. If I'm making weird, cringy faces, TMI, but my dissolvable stitches have started to fall out like literally within the last hour, and they're driving me a little bit loco. So if I'm like making weird noises or I sound weird or my face goes like this, it's because it's a little bit painful. So other than that though, I'm doing really well. I don't even think you guys can tell me. My left cheek was very swollen for like the last week, and I think it actually looks like pretty back to normal now. So maybe like a little bit swollen, but otherwise I feel good. Pain has been pretty manageable. And I'm pretty much just taking Advil now. So we're feeling good. We're back in it. And because this is like a weird holiday week, I'm kind of like half working, half not working. So I'm planning on live streaming more than once this week. So stay tuned for that. There won't be any videos until the new year. But I do have some exciting content coming. So stay tuned for that. Let me just catch up on the chat here and see what's up. If you are watching, please be sure to give the stream a thumbs up if you haven't already, or a thumbs down. If you're one of my new best friends that I made today over on Threads, be sure to give this video a thumbs down. Hillary, if you're in the chat, you know. Welcome. I want to give a big shout out to Suzanne here in the chat. Welcome. And thank you so much for joining the billionaire tier of the membership. I logged into YouTube Studio last night and saw that, and I thought, oh, that is so nice. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Love it. DC says, here and ready to be nice and a little spicy. That's what we're here for. Love to see it. Must just be a subject of the monarchy. Did anyone explain it in the chat? Sorry, I'm just seeing. I actually, someone can correct me. I don't really know what the purpose of Boxing Day is, other than it's like I always call it like the Black Friday of Canada. So it's like the day after Christmas and everything goes on sale. I don't know if there's like an actual purpose to it beyond that, but that's the only association I know. So someone can correct me. Happy holidays, fellow downline. We love it. Long live the coaching pyramid. Love it. Yeah, I have no idea what it is, but it's always been a thing here in Britain. Same. Other like in my family, we would usually celebrate with like one side of the family on Christmas Day, and then on Boxing Day, we would have like the other family dinner. But like, I don't really know. It's just like extended Christmas. Okay, yeah, a bit swollen. I thought so too. You can see like my jaw is like a little bit, but it's not as noticeable. There's an Instagram. If you go to my Instagram profile, the last Instagram reel I posted is like a green screen, and you can very clearly see that one side of my face is like extremely swollen. It's pretty funny. Oh, that's awesome. Lindsay says, I went to the local video game store with my teen this morning and got a sweet Boxing Day deal. Someone just posted on their Instagram story that apparently Value Village does 50% off on Boxing Day. I wish I had known that like 6 hours ago and I would have gone, but alas. Yes, welcome, Sarah. I am based in Vancouver, British Columbia. Originally from Ontario, but I moved here about 2 years ago. Exactly. Boxing Day is where you punch people out trying to steal your post-Christmas bargain. Back in the early 2000s, absolutely. Before online shopping was really a thing, you'd be waiting in lines. Or, very good point. Mallory says Boxing Day is the day for coaches to sell their programs on discount. That and everything leading up to New Year, because if you want to be your newest best self, everyone, buy my program for $10,000. My PayPal link is linked in the description. Just kidding. Where's Bluetooth? We can see Bluetooth is having a nap right now, but I'm assuming she's going to wake up in probably the next hour, in which case we'll get Pablo to bring her in here for a brief visit. If you didn't know, I got a corgi puppy a couple weeks ago. Her name is Bluetooth. Not my choice. She's crazy. So she can't like come and hang out with Bubba because she will probably launch herself off this bed, which is like 4 feet tall. But we can get her to come say hi. So stay tuned for that. Love to see it. Oh, interesting. So RD says, I remember reading that Boxing Day is the day the nobles would box up the items they didn't want and give it to the poor. And then it turned into just boxing everything up. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, this is awesome. I'm actually originally from Muskoka. So I was about an hour north of Barrie. And I lived in Muskoka for the majority of my life. I went to school, at the University of Waterloo. So I lived there for 3 years, did 1 year overseas, living in Vietnam, and then moved back to Muskoka. So I was primarily based out of Muskoka until I was 29. And then I moved to Vancouver, turned 30 here, and now I live here. Hello, Julia. Welcome, welcome. I'm really glad that so many people were able to come and join. I wasn't sure because I know, again, in Canada, many people still have like family dinners and stuff on Boxing Day, but I figured I'm not doing anything and I feel pretty good, so we might as well capitalize on that. But like I mentioned, Reaction Therapy and I are going to be going live together later this week. We're going to take a look at Brooke Castillo's model as well. He wants to react to more of the kids coaching. So if you missed the 12 days of Coachmas, I did a video every day for 12 days. And one of those videos was a program about coaching kids with ADHD and autism, which you can imagine my thoughts on that if you've been here a while. But as someone who is a licensed therapist, Reaction Therapy, Tom, not me, he wanted to come and share his 2 cents. So we're going to dive into that later this week. So stay tuned. I'm not exactly sure what day it's going to be, whether it's going to be tomorrow or Thursday, but just keep your notifications turned on and check my Instagram stories. So that should be a good discussion because he's got the education, you know? Last week to get your discount on my coaching pyramid, well, I put it on my 2023 tax return. I'm offering a Boxing Day discount on my YouTube channel membership. All you have to do is pay full price. I love it. Sorry. I'm like, you guys are being great in the comments. Just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Love to hear it. Yeah. So for those of you that missed the stream, I did a stream about Brooke Castillo a couple weeks ago. We talked about the model, which is like her coaching model thing that she teaches to people. She acts like she invented it. In my opinion, it's just a ripoff of CBT. So I thought it would be interesting to have an actual licensed therapist come on and share his thoughts because he's never heard of it. He's never seen it. So I figured him and I could kind of like go through the website together and then he can kind of talk about it. And if you're not subscribed to Reaction Therapy, you absolutely should be. So that's the DC. Is this the sober coach? Is that the same lady? Because if so, I would absolutely love to have him come on and talk about that. We're actually thinking in the new year, we're going to make it like a regular thing for him to come on my channel and do a collab. So if anyone has anyone who's like in the borderline life coaching, should be therapy kind of space, like questionable people, I'd love for you to share their content with me in my Google form and maybe just make a note that you want us to react to it. And we can do it that way. Yeah, Bubba I just gave him a treat that, or like a toy that's filled with treats. So he is having a really good time. We'll see how long he lasts today. Okay, she's Brooke Castillo's student and was giving therapy advice. Oh, okay, interesting. I will look into her. And I also think that sober coach lady would be a good one too. Okay, so today we're going to be reacting to, I actually believe, Mallory, if you're still in the chat, let me know. I believe you're the one that sent this to me. So this coach that we're reacting to today, I have included in other videos that I've done, anonymously, of course. As always, the content that I talk about here on my channel is not about these people in particular. While people on the internet want to assume that I'm personally attacking everyone and that I'm just some hater internet bitter bully sitting in my house all miserable, I just want to bring light to some of the questionable and predatory tactics that these people are using, regardless of who they are, regardless of what their name is. They all look the fucking same to me. So that's that. Okay, thank you. So Mallory here in the chat, if you don't know her, go find her on Instagram. This is Mallory. Shares a lot of really great content debunking the wellness space, a little bit of coaches coaching coaches, all sorts of questionable online internet things. So be sure to go and follow her on Instagram if you're not already. And she is the one to thank for today's lovely content that we're going to be reacting to. So again, this individual, we're going to go through her sales page and then we're going to watch a masterclass that she published, which I'm really excited about. And I'm sure it's going to be just as great as it always is. So thank you so much for being here. I will stop blabbering now that we're 12 minutes in and we can get into the actual content of the stream. So there we go. Perfect. All right. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. As always, stay tuned for I don't know what. So today we're going to learn, I don't know why there's why is there a pause button on the middle of the screen? Give me a sec. Let me refresh. Today we're going to learn how to become the dream coach. 3 secrets revealed to shift from dreaming to becoming a coach to from dreaming of becoming a coach to living the dream as a wildly $ successful world-class coach. Okay. I'm sorry. I was reading through this last night with my partner and he actually laughed out loud, as did I, when I saw this. Wildly $ successful. Get a clue. I already hate it. Brutal. Anyway. So this is the sales page, whatever, for the masterclass. The masterclass is free. I didn't pay for it. So, I mean, that's great. Good for her. Today, we're going to learn the exact tools and techniques we need to run powerful coaching sessions so we can step into our big coach energy, deliver massive value, and facilitate deep transformation with your clients to go quantum in your coaching. Say a whole lot of words while saying a whole lot of nothing. Somebody drop some salad emojis in the chat, please. You and I both, Monica. Monica says the font is giving fantasy Lord of the Rings. I'm not here to be the judge of people's copy, but this is not my personal taste. And Richard is correct. It's not a terrible website by life coaching standards because usually they're all using the default WordPress template and don't even bother to customize it. So I do actually will say I like the video she has playing in the background. That's a pretty cool feature, but still not for me. Yeah, the big coach energy really made me giggle last night when I was looking through this. So today we're going to learn 3 secrets in one masterclass and utilize our one and only chance to become the dream coach. So just some random pictures. Maybe we'll learn how to get a G-Wagon. Who knows? So this masterclass is for you if you are dreaming of becoming a coach, you are a side hustle coach, or you are a full-time coach who's seeking to dream bigger. Anyone and everyone, if you're a coach, I'm a coach. And you know what I have to say about people that don't have a coach?
I'm always baffled when people don't have a life coach or don't want one. I'm like, what? It's the most amazing thing ever.
Seriously, what are you doing? So here's the thing. Your dream coaching business isn't going to manifest out of thin air. You have to make it happen. And I'm here to say, let's do this now. When you join the Become a Dream Coach Masterclass, help you shift from daydreaming Wait, is that proper English? When you join the Become a Dream Masterclass, help you shift from daydreaming about becoming... Okay, that's not proper, right? When you join the Masterclass, help you shift from daydreaming about becoming a coach to actually living the dream as a sought after in your purpose world-class paid coach. Oh my God. Maybe you've been holding yourself back from the dream of actually helping others transform their lives. Maybe you've stuck in the vicious trap of imposters. You've been stuck, in the vicious trap of imposter syndrome, procrastination, and wondering if you can... What are you doing? Can actually build a real business as a coach. Yet the time is now, and you know it, don't you? If you've been waiting for a sign from the universe, hey boo, it's me. Let's do this. Okay, let's do this, guys. I'm so excited. But first, I have a question for all of you. So if you could please...
Raise your hand if you want to get rich.
It's me. I want to get rich. Okay, what are you doing, buddy? Can you come up? Come on, up. What's this? No? Okay, never mind. Bubba doesn't want to be on camera anymore, I guess. I'm done exploiting my children. Okay. In this epic masterclass, oh my God, it's still going. I thought we were done. In this epic masterclass, I'm going to be sharing the 3 secrets to becoming a dream coach, and you're going to want to be there. To make sure you click the button below, take that step, meet the universe halfway, and say, I am showing up. See you in the clouds, babe. Oh my God, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Okay. So I will say one thing I do appreciate about this is that this woman is not advertising this as a live webinar. She's advertising it as a masterclass, so a pre-recorded training. A lot of the times when we see people using this webinar jam platform, I talked about this in my video about Hillary Rushford, they try to portray it as if it is a live webinar, and then these comments can be auto or pre-entered in, so it makes it look live when it's not. So I will say I at least appreciate that she's not trying to sell this as a live webinar. She's letting you know this is a masterclass training. So he's back. Okay. Anyways, let me catch up on the comments, then I'll hit play. You guys can let me know if you can hear the sound, and we'll go from there. Love it. Love to see the hand raises. Cindy is raising her foot. I appreciate that. Okay, so it's not just me. Sometimes I read through these websites and I'm not the best reader out louder. When I'm sitting in class in high school and we have to go around the class reading one sentence at a time, I'm sitting there pre-reading in my head what the sentence is going to say because I get anxiety when I have to read out loud for the class. That's how I feel on this YouTube channel. So sometimes I think it's me, but in this case, it was not me. Yeah, so I believe this is if you are already a life coach or you want to become a life coach, she's going to teach you how to build an even bigger life coaching business because she herself is a millionaire or something. Yeah, I am not a big fan of the let's pretend we're having a live webinar when we're not. So that's why I'm I will give her credit for the fact that she's not advertising this as a live webinar when we know it's not a live webinar. So let's go ahead and give it a watch. Again, I'll play the first few seconds. I didn't realize this video is 2 hours long, so I hope you guys brought snacks. And then I'll pause it. You can let me know if the sound's working, and then we'll go from there. Okay? Okay. Can we see and hear her A-okay? Let me know. As I sit here in silence, waiting. I need to put the Jeopardy sound here. No. Lindsay. No sound. Okay, perfect. I love that for us. That's great. Okay. Please hold, everyone. I'm going to copy this. We're going to... Hold on. I gotta figure out how to stop sharing my screen so I don't accidentally show you stuff I don't want you to see. Okay. We're gonna try this one. Okay, hold on. Let me share it again. Try it now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me know. Can you hear it? Can you hear it now? Can you hear me now? Every day we go live and we can never hear anything. All right, Bubba Cam's got to go because someone won't stay in his position. Now you just get my big fat ugly head. No sound still. Perfect. I love that for us. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, it would help if I shared the sound. Okay, let's try again. Third time's a charm. Let's go.
Hi, Marie. Hi, Chanel. Hi, Taylor Slango, Brandy. I'm so excited. Doris, hello, hello.
How about now?
I just want.
How about now? Anybody? Anybody? It's just me. It's just me sitting in my house. I think now it should work. Okay, let's do it.
I want to make sure everyone can see and hear me A-okay. Let me know right now.
Let me know
in the
right
chat
now
if you
in the
can,
chat,
please.
if you can hear me.
I am so excited. Please let me know. How are you feeling tonight? How are you feeling?
Yeah, guys.
What
Let
are
me know
you
how you're
most
feeling
excited
tonight.
about?
What are you most excited about?
Hi.
I wish I could play this
I'm
on double
so
speed.
excited. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Amazing. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to kick this baby off. Let's go. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. The energy in here is already fire. I can feel it. Okay. Here we are. Become the Dream Coach Masterclass. We are going to dive so deep tonight into how to shift from dreaming of becoming a coach to living the dream as a wildly successful world-class coach. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Who's excited to start living the dream? Yeah.
Yo, there are so many good sound bites in this already. Who's excited to start living the dream? Let me know. Drop a little star emoji in the chat if you're ready to start living the dream, guys.
That's what we're here to do. We're here to start really truly living the dream. And I can't wait to just dive into so much goodness tonight with you. So I want you to know that we have a giveaway, and our giveaway is amazing. We have such an amazing swag shop. And just by attending the Masterclass Live, commenting, sharing your biggest takeaways, tagging me on Instagram as we go through the training, I'm at thequantum.coach, you're going to be entered in to win incredible prizes. So just be sure to follow along. Prize number one, you could win $500 off of your QCA tuition, a Big Coach Energy sweatshirt. Prize number two, $300 off of your QCA tuition, a Big Coach Energy sweatshirt. Prize number three, $200 off of your QCA tuition, plus a badass manifester hat. Every single time you participate.
I'm kind of tempted to make Big Coach Energy merch, just ironically, honestly.
Comment, you earn chances to win. My team is on it. We have amazing swag. It's going to be an amazing training. So participate as much as you can. That's all I ask of you. So I want you to just drop in the chat right now. What is your biggest coaching dream that you're too afraid to say out loud? Let's claim it right here, right now. Okay? Because
you guys too, claim it. Claim those dreams. My dream is to find a way to get rid of my moral compass and become a millionaire on the backs of innocent people. Let me know your dreams in the chat.
Becoming the dream coach is very much so about stepping into the identity of saying, this is who I am. This is my mission. This is what I came to this planet to do. And this is what I'm committed to. And I want you to just put it in the chat right here in this safe space. Claim the thing that you're too afraid to say out loud.
Exactly.
And as
Suzanne.
we go through the training today, I want to presence that you're going to see a bunch of different vision boards. And as we move through on these vision boards, all of these people that you're seeing are our students. That's Lizzie right there speaking on a panel, QCA graduates. That's Emelina's podcast. That's Megan Reed's book, Main Character Energy. So this is a retreat. So just be mindful that everything that you're seeing is on purpose. And this training is for you if number one, you have a business or coaching business, or number two, you don't have a business yet. Which one are you? Are you number one? Or are you number two? Let me know in the chat. Drop it in the chat. This is meant to be a very interactive training, and I need your help participating.
I also have no way to play this at a faster speed, so we're all just going to have to suffer together.
Amazing. Yes, I'm loving these. I'm loving these visions. Yes. To be able to have a full-time career, to help impact people's lives globally. Okay, wonderful. Amazing. Perfect. Thank you for sharing. This training is also for you if, number one, and I want you to like pay attention to which one you are here too. You're becoming painfully aware of your soul's secret desire to be a coach, even if you're not ready to share what that secret yet with the world, right? Yet. Two, drop in the chat which one you are. You've had this dream of becoming a coach forever, but you don't know what steps to take to actually make it happen. Three, you're ready to get off of the imposter syndrome roller coaster mental loop that questions whether you have the skills to do enough, say enough, or be enough for your clients or your future clients. Four, you want to create generational healing, build lifestyle freedom, and feel lit up in your purpose more than anything, yet you panic that you can't really make a living by living your dream. Or five, you wish to feel fully confident in your coaching skills and identity so that you can make this a real business that makes real money and creates real freaking transformations. Which one is like feeling the most alive for you? And
Okay, this to me is giving, I'm just going to cast the widest net possible and try to attract literally anyone who will listen to me. I hate it already.
And it might be multiple, but let's just drop them in the chat. We're all about keeping it real. This is a safe space. Thank you for sharing. Okay, we got 3s, 4s, 5s, 4, 3, and 4. I know that imposter syndrome is no joke. We're gonna really like abolish that tonight. This training isn't for you if you aren't ready to overcome imposter syndrome and the voice that questions, who am I to become a coach? Hashtag we've all been there. Or if you aren't willing to take your dreams off the shelf in service of the greatest good and the good of the world around you, and you want to continue to ignore that intuitive nudge, that's not the vibe either. And none of these are really relevant because you're here and you're ready. If you are ready right now,
why do you even make a slide then if you're like, you know what, none of this is actually relevant? I don't want anyone to actually read the slide because they might leave the presentation and then I wouldn't have anyone to sell my overpriced program to. So like, you know what, forget that guys. It's not for you. Ignore, erase it from your memory. We're not thinking about that. Just listen to me, give me your money. I want to get rich and I need you to pay me so I can give you my giveaway, which is just a discount, as Richard pointed out in the comments.
Comment in the chat, ready. I am ready. Because during this masterclass, I'm going to teach you the number one way to exponentially build your coaching passion into an empire is to learn how to effectively facilitate transformation with your clients, massive shifts with your clients. And I'm going to also teach you too, the fastest, most effective way to facilitate massive shifts is to get all the training and certifications you could possibly need and want in one place, the Quantum Coaching Academy. You ready? I want to give you a sneak peek of the results that you can get as the dream coach. This is Ashley V. She's a spiritual success coach. She said,
okay, I'm going to skip past the testimonials part because we should know by now how I feel about these testimonials. And here we go.
And say, I'm here for the
Exactly. Okay, this is really it. It's like start the class already. I'm already bored and we're only 8 minutes in.
Whole thing, baby. Let me know in the chat. Okay, if we are meeting for the first time, I'm so excited. Hello, my name.
Also, again, I don't care who she is. They're all the same. A 7-figure earner, creator of a top podcast because they all have the number 1% podcast in the world. How is that possible? I don't know. Certified coach, NLP practitioner. If you haven't watched my video about NLP, you should probably do that as well. Not for me. Not for me, not for me. Skippity skip. Still talking about herself. In 2015, let me guess, she was a loser with no money. And now in 2023, oh, she's learning how to build her business for a few years. Now all of a sudden, she's a millionaire. She got paid $65. Wow, I'm really glad we spent 40 minutes explaining all this. In 2017, an opportunity came my way to rent a space for $500. Then I built this thing, and now I am a millionaire. I didn't have $12,000 at the time, but I knew I'd make that money back. I put the $12,000 on a credit card. Do not put your coaching investment on a credit card. If you cannot pay for something in cash, don't buy it under the guise that you're going to make that money back. I received a DM today that almost brought a tear to my eye. This individual said, Danielle, I spent $50,000 hiring mentors for my coaching business. Should I quit? Because I don't think it's working. Please do not let anyone convince you that you need to make this scary investment in order for the money to come back to you. You can build a business, especially one outside of coaching, for a very small amount of money. You don't need to spend $12,000 under the hope that it's going to come back. Exactly. Sorry for the people that get irritated when I skip through things, but I don't want to sit for a 40-minute presentation where she tells us the same story that we've heard from every single one of these coaches we've ever looked at. She started out with no idea what she was doing. She took a chance on herself, invested all this money, and let me guess, she's probably a millionaire now. Oh, let's skip ahead and see. I signed 10 new clients in 8 weeks. Oh, who here has ever had a terrible coaching experience? Okay, we're going to actually play it here and see what she has to say. Sorry for the rant.
I coached her, and guess what? She sent me her entire team. She was like, Ashley, what you're doing with me is amazing, and I want you to do it with all of the people that I'm serving underneath me in my team. That's how the universe works. That's how things happen. And it just was boom, boom, boom. It just started popping off. I didn't have a website. I didn't have a strong social media presence, and I didn't have a team. What I did have were clients who got results, which was the key to my success, and you can't argue with results.
So Mallory has already sat through this whole masterclass, so anytime I summarize, she's going to validate in the comments whether or not I'm accurate.
Can you? No, you can't. And then all the social proof and testimony started rolling in, and my raving clients were doing my marketing for me. I would do in-person workshops, and I would have clients come to those workshops. And then when I would offer my 30-minute free discovery call at the end, the clients would be like, Ashley's amazing. You got to book this call. Oh my God, she's changing my life. I mean, people were really singing my praises. And the thing about that ripple effect, right? Because I'm curious about this. Who here has ever had a terrible coaching experience and shared it with someone else? Meaning you had a bad coaching experience and you told a friend and you were like, I hired this coach. It just wasn't what I thought it was. I'm not getting the results I want. Anyone else have that experience? I hope you haven't. I've had that experience. And the ripple effect works powerfully in both directions, where I've had that experience and I've told my friend about it, and I've told another person about it. And I know a lot of people in the online space, and I'm not telling them about it to talk badly. I'm telling them about it because it's my genuine experience. Being a subpart.
But if we speak negatively about those that are, am I frozen? Sorry, can you hear me? It's showing my camera as frozen, so I'm not sure what's going on. Can you hear me? Can you see me? And now my mouse is not working. Oh, I think it's my iPad maybe. Okay, please hold everyone. What I was going to say is, I don't remember what I was going to say. Okay, you can see me. So my iPad must just be frozen. Okay, hold on. I can't see my display, so uno momento. Okay, maybe if I turn that off, I can get it open.
I'm always baffled when people don't have a life
Oh,
coach or
God.
don't want one. I'm like, what? It's the most amazing thing ever.
I can't see what I'm doing. Never a dull moment when you're with me, not knowing what you're doing. Oh, FML. I can't see anything, and my sidebar isn't working either, so. Hold on. Would it be a Danielle stream if we didn't have technical difficulties? Anyone know how to disconnect the iPad? Okay, we're back. Thank God. Okay, sorry. I don't even know what I was complaining about. So I'm just going to keep playing the webinar.
Part coach, it will decimate your business before it even gets off the ground. And that is the truth. Being an amazing coach will elevate your business. My coaching business, it hit 6 figures so fast. And I realized it wasn't because of my website, my branding, or my marketing. I didn't have any of that set up when I first started. It was because I was helping people create real change in their lives, and they were screaming my praises from the rooftops, literally. I didn't have a marketing plan. And so now I'm going to teach you the secrets.
So she's admitting I started and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but that's okay. Like, pardon me. The part that really irritates me the most, I think, is that they act like it's a flex that they started with, like, they act like it's a flex that they're so successful, even though they had no idea what they were doing and people, like, hired them anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's like, to me, that just goes to show that you're taking advantage of people because you don't know what you're doing. I had a conversation with an individual recently where they were basically saying, like, well, Danielle, like, I think it's really unfair that you make all this critical content because you're not giving a chance to the people who are just trying their best. And in my opinion, I shouldn't be paid whatever, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 just because I want to try my best. I should be paid any amount of money, $100 even, because I have a skill that's actually worth $100, not because I have good intentions or because I feel like I want to be a coach. It's like monetary compensation comes for me offering you a service that you see value in and that you actually receive that value in, not just because, you know, I have good intentions and I want to be a coach, therefore you should pay me. But they act like it's a flex to do that. I built this successful business even though I had no idea what I was doing. I figured it out. Did you though? Did you actually figure it out? Like, it's so irritating to me. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's the piece that really gets me, is like they don't seem to see that they're outing themselves in what they're saying. Exactly. It's about accountability. Grifters are also trying their best. Anyone could say, oh, well, I tried my best. It's like, yeah, but if you're actually causing harm, it doesn't matter if your intentions were good. You need to take accountability for the fact that you're not being honest, or that you're doing things that aren't productive, or that you're overcharging for your stupid services that are so inflated in pricing. Exactly. The secret to success was not knowing what they were doing. Exactly. But all these people act like it's a flex. Well, I started with no experience. Therefore, I'm provided a coach with my grad study scholarship program. It's free and paid by my mentor. If you have a business, you can go to your local, like, small business center, not chamber of commerce, but in most of Canada, they're called like small business centers. If you contact your local chamber of commerce, they'll be able to like connect you with one, and you can get mentorship for free, paid for by the government. Exactly. I had no plan, and now I'm going to teach you the secret to having no plan. It's like, good intentions don't qualify you to charge people for your advice. Oh, wait, but coaches don't give advice. Again, a topic I could get into on another day, but the number of comments I get being like, you don't understand what coaching is. Coaching doesn't equate to advice. It's just asking the right questions. Then why are all these coaches walking around acting like they have some perfect secret solution? They're taking mentorship and they're packaging it as coaching. And then when it doesn't work, they go, well, I'm your coach. I'm not your mentor. I'm getting really heated and we're not even like 10 minutes in. Exactly. She claimed that she charges premium prices while having zero skills. She didn't exactly hide it and was proud of it, if anything. And that's my problem. So many of these people will tell you, I started with no experience and now I make $1 million in 12 months. And it's like, I don't think that's the flex you think it is. Exactly. If I go to the surgeon and they remove the wrong body part, I tried my best is still a lawsuit. Exactly. Ugh. Okay. Enough blabbing from me. Hopefully I don't run into more tech problems, but no promises.
Okay. Who's ready for secret number 1? The actual secret ingredient. If you're with me, say yes. You getting this? You with me? Yes. Yes. Okay, let's go into it. Okay. Let's go. The number one way to manifest a 6 to 7 figure coaching business is to be world-class coach. It's to be a world-class coach who facilitates quantum transformations with your clients using the quantum coaching method over and over and over again. And I'm going to teach you that exact method today. Yes, I am. That is the secret. But before I do, I'm curious, what is your current method to coaching your clients right now? Drop it in the chat.
You know what, Zip? You're right. I'm wrong. I forgot that the real value doesn't come from the skills and the knowledge these people have. It comes from the energy and the level of confidence that they have. So if you want to know the secrets to being able to raise your prices as a business owner, all you got to do is act more confident in the service that you're offering, and you deserve to make more money. Okay? Write that down.
What's your current method to coaching your clients? As you drop it in the chat, I just want to point out, this is Elizabeth Fay right here in the corner. She's pretty well known in the industry.
Is she? I've never heard of her.
She went through QCA. She graduated. She manifested a TED Talk. She landed it and it has over 1 million views. Unbelievable. Her story, she's so inspiring. But share with me, what's your current method? Okay. Right now, my clients are my friends. I don't have one because I don't have clients yet. Okay, that's fair. Story work, got it. Nothing yet. I'm soaking all of this in. Jacqueline, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, yeah. I mean, maybe you're thinking, I don't have a specific method, and that is why we are here. I'm going to teach you one.
We are 27 minutes into this masterclass, and she has only talked about teaching us something. She hasn't actually taught us anything yet. Just wanted to mention that.
Right now. Because here's the thing. When you're highly skilled at getting your clients results, the results will market your business for you because social proof and testimony speak louder than anything. We all know it's true, don't we? Which brings me to 2019. This girl right here, 2019, she had her first big break. No, not break, but it was my
Oh, I thought we finished the origin story. We're only in 2019 now?
first big speaking engagement. I was speaking at a high-level mastermind in New York City at one of my friends' mastermind events. I was so excited. And I remember
Best Channel, do you have a membership I can join? Send me the PayPal link. I'll give you all my money. Make me rich.
going there. I was like her point person, helping her with the logistics of the event. And she said, I want you to speak. She's like, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about, because I was manifest with Ash. She's like, do you want to talk about manifesting money? What do you want to speak about? And I was taking in the room, and I remember thinking to myself, these are 7 high-level coaches in this room. It was a small, intimate event. And everyone's talking about how to market their business, sales, landing pages, copy, messaging, all these things that are important, launching, all of that. I'm like, nobody's talking about the craft of coaching. I was always so passionate about the transformation in and of itself. That's always been my thing. I remember in my yoga training being in awe of the facilitator who would stand at the front of the room and help take someone from 0 to 100 and feeling like so amazing
Suzanne,
within themselves.
this is what I'm thinking. So Suzanne says, I have a big event and you can come talk about anything. If high-level coaches are hiring someone with no experience to come and talk at their whatever, I'm assuming it's one of these friggin' what are they called? Like VIP days where you pay like $1,000 to spend a day with one of these coaches. If they're bringing in some like not an expert newbie coach, like red frickin' flag, am I right? I would be pissed if I paid $1,000 to learn from some beginner.
Like they would transform before our eyes, and I would just be in awe of how she facilitated that for someone.
If she did, I don't know what it was.
And I remember thinking to myself, you know, at this time, I was aware of the online space. I was out there more. I was putting myself out there more. And I realized like everyone's talking about marketing and no one's talking about how to actually be an amazing coach. And I want to fill that gap, because if you're going to do this coaching thing in this industry, you have to be an amazing coach. You have to be. Like, if that's what you're going to do for your life's work is coach people, you need to be a master at that. And so that's when I distilled my coaching method that I had been using with client after client after client to get massive results, plus all the testimonials and referrals, into the exact framework I'm going to teach you today. That night, the first seed for the Quantum Coaching Academy was born. It was very powerful. And I distilled.
So is she the next Brooke Castillo? She has her own method? The method? Not the Brooke Castillo method. The quantum method.
Build it all down. And the next day, I taught the framework for the very first time. This is live footage, like not live footage because that was in 2019, but this is the actual footage of me teaching it that day. The very first time I ever taught this framework that I'm about to teach you. I taught it real, raw, off the cuff. I laid it out. The coaches were mind blown. They were so engaged.
Can someone explain to me? So I want to know why she's taking, 30 minutes now to build this lead up. Is there like a psychology behind me teasing you with this life-changing idea over and over and giving you examples of context in which I use that magical thing before I actually teach you the thing? Like, wouldn't it be much more effective? And maybe this is just because I have a very short attention span, but I think it would be much more effective if I sign up for a masterclass that's going to teach me how to, I don't know, carve something out of wood. If I show up to the masterclass, I want to know what tools do I need and what's step number 1. I don't want to know the time that I learned what a chisel was, and then I found a block of wood, and then I built this magical thing and everyone loved it. It's like, no, teach me how to build it. Teach me how to use the chisel, how to use the block of wood to carve the freaking thing. I don't want to hear a 30-minute story about the time that you taught somebody else how to do it. Teach me the framework. Stop talking about teaching other people the framework. Why do they do this? Somebody explain this to me. I don't understand.
They were so wowed by it. And that was another moment of confirmation for me where I was like, oh my God, I'm creating a coaching certification. I didn't have a choice at that point. It was downloaded into me. This is what I'm doing. And from that day, 2 of those people hired me privately to teach them how to be better coaches. And those 2 clients up until that point were my highest paid one-on-one clients that I had ever, the highest package that I had ever, sold. And that was the beta of the Quantum Coaching Academy. How crazy is that? Freaking nuts. You don't know where your business is going to take you. You don't know where your mission is going to take you. So if you've been...
She's right. You don't. When you start a business, you don't know where you're going to end up. But how is that relevant to the people that you're trying to get to hire you? Like, this is just frustrating.
Struggling to build your dream business and you haven't gotten there yet, it's not your fault that you aren't successful yet because you haven't learned and mastered the method that will get you there yet. Have you? and your fears about whether you can really do this or that you have all of your shit together in life to be able to coach others, the truth is all you need is a coaching method that works every single time. Everyone has been telling you that you need a huge social media following, detailed content, marketing strategies, massive amounts of time posting on every single social platform, but all you really need is a method that gets results for your clients who then do your marketing for you, right? Right. And I know that you have that suspicion that it might be true. It's not really about the fancy marketing. I didn't have any of this when I started. Or maybe that you maybe
Guys, I didn't have access to a PowerPoint and Zoom when I started my business, but now that I'm so successful, I can afford the $20 a month Zoom subscription. So if you want to make an extra $20 a month, join my channel membership.
maybe you have all the fancy marketing in place already and you're just not seeing the results and you're wondering what's missing. Because you know it's really about how you help your clients step into their highest selves. Because that's what brought you here, isn't it? That dream, that calling to become an agent of transformation who creates a ripple effect of healing in the world. That's why you're here. And you know now more than ever, in order to become a highly profitable coach, you must be a highly skilled coach. Because lasting long-term success can't be achieved through flashy marketing alone. Coaching mastery equals your dream coaching business because
Place your bets on when you think she's going to actually tell us something useful. So far, it's been 30 minutes. So let me know when you think it's going to happen.
the industry has up-leveled. It really has. So how valuable would it be for you to learn the quantum coaching method that I've developed through my millions of hours of training?
Factress, we do bad vibes only here, so don't worry.
And all of my success with hundreds of clients that will catapult your clients to their next level, singing your praises from the freaking rooftops. After 8+ years, I've discovered the very long, hard way through trial and error. 10,000 hours of trainings I have calculated for this training, 10,000 hours of trainings, and investing over $100,000. So today, I'm going to save you 7.5 years of struggle and show you the easier way. I'm going to teach you how to fast track and quantum leap through all this training. 5,000.
Don't worry, DC. She got rid of the center alignment and just put 8,000 words on this slide for you, just for you.
Hours of hands-on coaching, 200 hours of yoga training. You don't need to do 200+ hours of NLP training. This is over 10,000 hours of coaching and training right here. Not to mention 6 years of one-on-one coaching, 6 years of running a coaching business, 6 years of practicing Reiki, 6 years of being an NLP practitioner and master practitioner, 6 years of facilitating EFT, hypnotherapy, 6 years of facilitating time techniques, 8 years, 133 years of our team's experience, our world-class team's coaching facilitation.
Suzanne says, we're already here. You don't need to tell us what you're going to do. Just do it. The thing about the coaching industry that as I've started to kind of like disentangle my own associations with it, like things that I never really realized were going on, is like if you're in an industry where you constantly have to validate your experience in order to like get people to listen to you, that's probably a pretty good sign that the thing you're doing maybe isn't legitimate. Like if I go to, like, for example, I just had dental surgery last week. I go to the dental office. I can see on the wall framed my doctor's degree from the University of Texas that he has his whatever, I don't even know what his degree is, something in medicine. I don't have to ask him because I know that he's a dentist or a doctor and that he can perform the surgery. I don't need him to give me a 30-minute PowerPoint presentation that explains to me how when he was 18, he felt this life calling to go to the University of Texas and get his medical degree. I don't care. It's like, why is this so normalized in this industry that I'm going to list, my 500 qualifications, certifications on my website to get people to listen to me? It doesn't make any sense.
Experience and all of the frameworks, methodologies, tools, and processes honed over all the years of working with over 1,000 different clients. This is $100,000 of education, coaching, training, and 50 years of combined experience. And I'm going to give it to you on a silver platter right now. Because who has another 50 years to spare? 10 years? Anyone? Anyone want to waste the next 5 years? I mean, not that it would be a waste, but what if you could do it in such a short amount of time and get everything you need in one place? Introducing the quantum coaching method. Are you ready? I need to know if you're ready. I need to know if you're with me. Let's bring it up. Say yes in the chat if you're ready, because I'm about to break this down. You're going to want to get your notepad out, your pen out. We're going in.
Are we actually going in? Something?
Yes. Okay, here we go now. All right. So the quantum coaching method at its core is all about embodied energy, entrainment, engagement, equanimity, and compass and ecology. And we're going to go through these right now. So let's talk about this. What embodied energy is, right? We're going to talk about how to create it, how to master yours, and how to create mastery in others. So first, we're going to start on the left here. We have to understand that energy, it can't be created or destroyed, yet it can be repurposed into a new embodiment.
Okay, if you're new to my channel and you haven't watched all of my content, I very graciously linked to you in the description of this live stream a video that I did probably 6 to 8 months ago talking about how these quantum gurus use science to scam people. The manipulation of quantum mechanics, quantum physics has been it's been manipulated by the new age spiritual movement to give it fake meaning. These people take concepts that they don't really fully understand, because even quantum physicists who spend their entire lives trying to understand quantum physics don't really fully understand it, mostly because quantum physics can only be actually understood through mathematical equations, which is something that these people would never understand. Essentially, they've taken it, twisted it in order to convince you to give them their money. So if you have not watched that video, I would highly recommend, once you finish this stream, to go and watch that to give you a little bit more context as to why I so wholeheartedly think that this is a crock of shit. Okay? Okay.
And I'm going to go way more into that, into secret number 3, because that's what we're helping our clients do. We're helping them repurpose their energy into a new embodiment. Then we're going to help them work with energy, right? So working with energy means that you're not working with your client's problems. You're working with your client's conscious and unconscious energy around their problem, okay? Again, more on this in secret number 3. This is high level right here. And then mastering your own energy as a coach. It requires doing the work of learning how to protect your energy, clearing your filters to be a vessel of
Mallory's the real MVP because she's sitting through this masterclass not once, but twice, just for you guys.
Transformation, and model that process for your clients. And helping your clients master their energy, it means coaching their thoughts, their beliefs, and identities so that they can reprogram their subconscious mind and manifest what they desire most. Embodied energy is the core. It's the core of what we do. It's being embodied in our own energy. It's also doing our own work as coaches. And it leads us to entrainment. Entrainment in the coaching relationship is all about creating that synergy, that partnership, that alignment to co-create the coaching relationship. Establishing that deep rapport and trust and intimacy with your client. Entraining together to a higher vibrational frequency. So entrainment means that no matter how your client enters the session, your You're embodied in your own energy. You're grounded, you're rooted, your energy is protected. You're already vibrating at a high frequency. So no matter how your client enters this,
we do not vibrate on frequencies. Humans do not vibrate to attract things that are vibrating at the same frequency. This has been disproven by science. Stop.
session, without words, they will entrain to a higher frequency. Without words. So 98% of communication is nonverbal. It's wild. It's not even about what you say. It's more about the energy you feel, right? Like the energy that you're feeling even right now. So creating this entrainment is all about building that deep, deep trust. Now, there's so much to building trust. I think
this is 1000% brainwashing. Monica says, oh, brainwashing, got it. This is like the group think that I talk about in a lot of my content of like people who are deep in the coaching industry. And I mean, I was this person at one point, get so caught up in this echo chamber where we all have to believe in the same things and think the same things. And anyone who questions it is a bully hater person on the internet who doesn't know what they're talking about. When the reality is, the rest of us are here in reality and you're living in a fantasy world.
I think it's like, oh yeah, building trust. Yeah, I get that for sure, for sure. It's almost like you can write it off in a way, but
Same.
Really, I want you to hear it deeply. Like building rapport means that when you have that really
Thank you, Harrison.
intense
He's linked the
trust
video in the
with
chat.
someone, that's going to tell you the depth in which you can go with someone. Because if you don't have that trust, you're not going very deep with someone. And the deeper you're able to go in your coaching relationship, the more transformation it takes place. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense in the chat.
No, it doesn't make sense. That's the problem.
Entrainment is such an important step, and so often it's skipped in coaching. And then we have engagement. Engagement is really powerful because it's all about listening. Engagement is about powerfully holding space for discovery. Holding space.
Powerfully holding space so that people can tell you what they're struggling with so that you can take those struggles and then twist them to manipulate the person into believing whatever your narrative is. Buy my program, $10,000, PayPal link below.
This is just a fancy way of listening, really listening to someone. How nice is it when someone that you love or someone that you engage with just listens to you? Isn't it refreshing? Aren't you like, oh my God, I feel so much better when I'm around this person?
Yeah, and you know what happens when my friends do that for me? It's actually free to have friends that'll listen to you. You can download an app like Bumble BFF. That's actually how I've made some of my friends since I moved to Vancouver. And I didn't have to pay anything to make friends. And those friends will listen to me when I have things to say. So pretty great, actually. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Friendship, give it a try. Let me know your thoughts. You can write me a testimonial. My email's linked down below. Sign up for my program. It's called Friendship. It's free. And I'd love to have your feedback. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
And then you think about it, it's because they don't try and change you. They're just listening to you. They give you space. They hold space. And when we're talking about listening here, we're talking about pure objective listening. Okay. Not listening from your opinion, not listening from your head, listening from your heart. Engage heart listening. It's taking it from the head to the heart, meaning
$150 is still cheaper than whatever program she's going to sell us at the end of this webinar, I'm sure.
You're not trying to control what you're going to say next or respond from your experience or try to conjure up the next best question. It's really about listening from your heart and not having an opinion in the matter. You're holding space for them. You're being a mirror for them. And I really encourage you from this training to practice your listening. Again, really, I think an overlooked skill and probably a skill that's most needed in the world. I have a very firm belief that if we can listen more and hold more space without trying to change anything, the world will heal. So imagine all of us just holding space for the people in our lives. What would be possible then? So practice your listening. Who's committed now to practicing your listening as you get off this training and you go into your life or you go in with your client sessions? Just practice listening more. Let me know in the chat if you're ready to practice your listening more. Awesome. Amazing. We are committed up in here. Okay. The next level of the bullseye is equanimity. Equanimity is one of my favorite words ever. It's all about, it means meeting.
It's one of my favorite words ever since I learned it like 2 weeks ago.
Yourself exactly where you are. Equanimity. In this context, in this framework, in the quantum coaching method, it's about meeting your clients where they are. Okay. We can't meet our clients where they are if we're not listening. And we can't be connected to what they're saying if we're not entrained with our clients. And we can't be embodied in our energy and entrained and engaged if we're not meeting our clients where they are. It's all very connected. So it's important to cultivate inquiry and self-reflection with our clients. It's important to ask powerful quantum questions to generate discovery with your clients, intuiting and discerning the processes that are needed.
What on earth is a quantum question? We can't just keep making up words and acting like they're real. I hate this.
To move your clients forward. Equanimity is when someone comes in. I had a client once come in. She said she wanted to build her bathing suit line. This was when I was doing more business coaching, manifestation coaching. She wanted to build her bathing suit line. And we had a 3-month package together. And she came in and guess what we worked on? We worked on the heartbreak that she was feeling from her past relationship for 3 months. Now, I had to meet her where she was, and we had to presence this. Like, we know that this is in the space, and yes, your original intention was to work on this thing over here, and this is where we are. And so I want to meet her where she is, not where I think she should be. Not every session she comes in feeling sad or upset, needing support around her ex-boyfriend. And if I came into the session, I'm like, all right, let's work on that bathing suit line today. Like, what kind of business stuff do you want to get into? There's a disconnect there. So equanimity is so important. So your practice in this.
No, it's called boundaries and understanding what you are qualified to be talking to people about and what should be left for therapy.
Is practice meeting people where they are without changing them. And get really good at asking open-ended, empowering quantum questions. The more open-ended
What is a quantum question? You still haven't told me.
You could be in the way that you ask questions, the more you're going to extract from the client, as opposed to questions, staying away from questions that start with can you, do you, will you, aren't you, is it? All of those are close-ended. They're trapdoors.
Literally this. Julia says, I would be pissed if I wanted to build a legitimate business and the person I hired only wanted to talk about my breakup after I paid thousands of dollars. Exactly. If I'm hiring someone to help me with a specific problem and they start addressing something else that's not even related to the thing that I wanted help with, I would be pretty freaking irritated. Like when I go to the freaking dentist to get this tooth pulled, and they start to talk to me that I need to have a healthier freaking something else. Like, no, I'm here for one problem. Like, I would be so upset. It applies in all things in life. If I'm looking for a specific service, I don't want your opinion. I went and got my my toenails done when I was like a pedicure. I don't know why I said it like that, my toenails. I got a pedicure with my girlfriend when I was back in Ontario in October. And I go in and the lady's like, trying to get me to like wax my eyebrows. And I'm like, I didn't come here to get my eyebrows waxed. I came here to get my toenails painted and my pedicure done. So why are you talking about my eyebrows and laughing at me? It's the same thing. I want one solution to a specific problem. I didn't ask for your feedback about my breakup, okay? Stay in your lane.
That lead to trapdoors? No, they're dead ends. That's a better way to put it. They don't lead to deep discovery. It really closes off the conversation. Okay. So this is your practice, right?
Yes.
Listening with then meeting people where they are. really powerful practice.
Really,
And then there's encompass, which is all about generating accountability.
by powerful practice, she means predatory.
Right? Like we can meet people where they are. That's going to help them get to where they want to go. And then how do we hold them accountable? How do we move them forward to get what they actually want? And harnessing the power of that deep rapport that you've created, that deep connection, so that you can give them feedback as needed, including interrupting your clients, challenging their stories, challenging their limiting decisions, challenging their beliefs, right? Because once you're working with someone and you have that deep trust and rapport built, when an old story comes back or an old belief that they had already worked on comes back, you're able to call them up out of that belief so much easier. We call it love tapping in QCA. It's like we can love tap the client and just let them know like they're defaulting into an old story.
Okay, this comment actually just like triggered a memory that I have. So this says, she'll just say why on every question until you discover yourself. I don't remember if it was, okay, so I kind of remember. I remember it was either in a book that I was reading at that time, because I have a book called, I think it's called The Coaching Habit. And it basically like teaches you how to be a better coach and ask better questions. I actually still have it if we ever want to like talk about it on a stream. But I think it was in that book. In that book, they actually teach you this technique where you ask your client why 5 times. And then after the, like, it's either 5 or 6 times, but on like the last time that you ask them, that's supposed to be like the real answer. And I remember, like, again, back when I used to be a life coach, I didn't fucking know what I was doing. So I would just have this book and do what it said. And I would just ask, oh, but why? Oh, but why? Oh, but why? Which now is like so embarrassing to think about. But at the time, I blind leading the blind. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just reading this book, copying it because my coach told me I should read this book. And so this comment is not far off. That's the technique that people use. Is just like they don't know, so they're just saying, "Oh why? Oh why? Oh why?" hoping that you know because they don't fucking know anything.
And you can't do that unless you have
projecting,
deep
but-
trust with someone. So it's really important. Compass is about holding that whole container so tight. And there is a way to generate accountability. And I think a lot of people in the industry, they hold their clients' hands and they want to check and make sure every single second of every day that they're doing the thing that they said they were going to do. And that's just not your job as a coach. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. You're not staying NATO. We call it NATO in QCA, which is not attached to the outcome, right? We want to manifest success for our clients, but we don't want to be attached to the outcome. We want to hold the vision for them as quantum coaches in the field of unlimited possibilities, knowing that anything is possible, knowing that no matter how stuck someone might be in any given moment, anything is possible for them. That's quantum coaching, right? Holding and seeing them in miracle consciousness, knowing anything is possible, no matter how broke they may seem or how broken they may feel or how deep they are in their limitations. What they want is literally here now. There's another reality available right here, right now in the quantum field that's available to them that they can have. And we as the coach hold.
You are not in the quantum field. Repeat after me. I do not understand quantum physics. I am not quantum anything.
Hold the vision. That is quantum coaching. How fucking cool is that? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then there's championing and celebrating your client's success, right? We have to champion them. We have to celebrate them. This is a skill set. These are things that you're going to learn how to do. And then there's ecology. Ecology is the last ring of the bullseye, and it holds the safety of the container. Safety for all. Coaching has to feel safe. There are so many people that I have met that have been like, I want to learn how to coach, but I don't want to mess anyone up. And I get that. And if you have that belief, you're in the right place. Because we are about.
And if you have that belief, throw it out the window because their problems are not your responsibility. It doesn't matter. Do whatever you want. Ethics, who's that? Don't know her.
Safety. I want to teach you how to be a safe coach, a safe space. And ecology is all about ensuring safety for the client and everyone involved, operating within your scope of practice as a coach. Ethically practice within the ICF core competencies.
Okay, I feel like she was like trying to be edgy by like making everything start with the letter E, but to me it's coming off as like I'm trying not to be rude, but it comes off as like unintelligent because you're taking words that already exist and have their own meaning and then creating a new definition for them. Like, why not just use a word that actually makes sense versus taking an already existent word and twisting its definition to fit this, like, everything starts with the letter E because it's all about embodied energy. Like, I don't get the purpose of this because it makes you look stupid, in my opinion, allegedly.
The International Coach Federation, we're credited with them. They're the highest standard of coaching in the industry. They're the gold standard. And they have beautiful competencies that we teach you. And really honing your values, your ethics, and your standards as a coach is so important because you're going to be posed with opportunities to work with people that aren't really aligned with you or might be out of your scope. And you have to determine whether, you want to make $5,000 from working with them, but be totally out of integrity, or be in integrity and do what's right for you and for them, and then attract a new client. You know what I mean? Attract more clients in the opposite direction. You're going to be given those opportunities to really figure out what you stand for. It's important. So this is the method, very high level, but we did go deep. And at its core, it's all
like, why don't we just use this? Why don't we just use the words connection, listening, inquiry, accountability, safety, and ethics? At least this, to the general public, makes sense. Like, if I see your little embodied energy coaching techniques and I'm like, oh, we're going to learn how to foster connection. We're going to learn how to listen to our clients. We're going to learn how to ask good questions through inquiry. We're going to learn how to be accountable. We're going to learn the proper safety and ethics to use as a coach. To me, that makes so much more sense than having these fluffy words that look cool because they all start with the letter E. Like ecology, I'm sorry, what?
It's all about energy, connection, listening, inquiry, accountability, safety, and ethics. I mean, this just makes sense, doesn't it? Are you with me? Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Yes.
Okay, every time I see the word entrainment, I keep thinking entrapment. And I'm like, wow, they're really saying the quiet parts out loud. And then I realize I'm just twisting it in my own head. So talk about quantum shifts, am I right?
Yes. Stay NATO, that's good. Yes, yes. I'm getting this. Thanks, Nobu. Thanks, Courtney. Doris. Okay, amazing. We're going to keep it moving. You just learned this method, right? Now I'm going to explore and show you what's possible for your clients and for you as the dream coach. So here's...
Okay, so that was maybe 15 minutes max, 10, 15 minutes that we spent learning the actual model. And now the next hour is probably going to be testimonials. So testimonial. Oh, wait, no, sorry. This is her story. We're still on her origin story? I thought we already learned this.
Illness. She was in constant pain. And
okay, so I'm just going to read it because I can probably talk faster than her. Look at this baby. The coach energy was strong with me even from the start, but I definitely didn't really know how to coach then. So I relied on fixing... And my first project was my mom. My mom had a chronic illness, was in constant pain, and I just wanted to make her better. I hadn't watched The Secret yet, but I knew she could change her life. She could change her mindset and her state. In my coach training, I learned all of the mistakes I was making in my relationship with my mom, coming from a place of judgment, trying to fix her, telling her what to do, and working way too hard to help her change her life, which were the same mistakes I was making with my clients. When I started truly holding non-judgmental space for my mom, we were able to transform our relationship, and that reflected in my coaching. I learned that the more powerful space I could hold for the people in my life, the more powerful space I could hold for my clients, and vice versa. If I hadn't learned how to hold that space, I wouldn't be where I am today with my mom as the nanny to my son, and be where I am today with my clients, having built a 7-figure coaching empire. So here are the 5 mistakes you might be making in your coaching.
Mistakes that you might be making in your coaching and in your life. You might be assuming, filling, fixing, avoiding, or
Agreed,
advice
Mallory.
giving. Okay, so let me know in the chat which one resonates with
Mallory says, the secret is the biggest fucking red flag of all red flags. 10 out of 10 would agree. Oh, Marlon, welcome to the channel. I think I have a sound for that. Let's give you one of these.
Now you are one of us.
Welcome.
with you, which ones. Assumer doesn't listen. Okay, assumer already believes that they know the answer. They're steering questions versus guiding, and they filter via personal experience, right? So assumer is just like, yeah, I know what's best for you, you know, not super empowering. And then there's
Okay, I do want to address this. I know I'm kind of interrupting at a very pivotal part of this presentation. Hillary says, the fact that this program is ICF accredited tells me everything I need to know about the ICF. So I will often get comments on my videos, obviously from people that think I'm just a dumb internet hater troll, which maybe I am. But anyway, there's this particular individual who has commented on multiple of my videos. I responded to their initial comment, but since have stopped responding because I can tell that they're not really listening to me. Basically, they're telling me I don't understand the ICF. I don't understand what a coach does. And the ICF is like, in their eyes, in my opinion, based on the comments they've made, the most like credible organization available. And as long as a coach is ICF certified, they are like operating with ethics and doing so, you know, in a way that doesn't harm clients. And to that, I say, if programs like this exactly are able to get accredited by the ICF, that to me shows that there are flaws in the ICF accreditation system. And even if there is this like code of ethics that coaches who are ICF certified are supposed to follow, there's no enforcement. And to me, it's still giving unregulated as fuck energy, in my opinion.
There's the filler. Fillers just talk, 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 talk. They talk too much. They don't leave space for the client to discover or know how to hold the space. They're very ungrounded and they don't stop talking. Maybe you're a filler and you enter the session with your client and you're just like catching up on life for 15 minutes. And that's 15 minutes of that client session that now is down the drain because you're just lollygagging, talking about life, catching up, right? Or the filler doesn't leave they don't allow powerful questions to land. So when you ask a really empowering question, there's going to be silence. And you've got to be okay with that silence. You've got to hold it, know how to hold it. That creates safety for the client in and of itself when you can hold it, holding the space, holding the container. And then also you have to give the client's unconscious mind some time to figure out the answer, right? When we're doing deep,
Demi says the irony. I assume you're referring to number 2, talks too much, right?
going into deeper layers of the mind, the subconscious, it has all the answers and it wants to give them, but it needs a little bit of space. So you want to be mindful if you're filling the space too much. And then fixing, like me, hello, fixer. You know, I thought my mom was broken. You ever have a client and you're like, they're broken. They're definitely broken. No client is broken. Clients might.
I think you should get your ego checked if that's how you're treating people in your business, but what do I know?
Feel broken, or your opinion may say they're broken, but nobody's ever broken. Everybody's whole and complete. Everybody's whole and complete. There's a difference between feeling broken and knowing that you're whole. And you know, we work from wholeness as coaches, as quantum coaches. And so a fixer might be jumping to accountability and skips other steps, right? Where a client comes in and they're like in their feelings and they're like, oh, today I just don't feel good enough. I feel like I'm behind in everything that I'm doing. I'm just like not measuring up. And the coach is like, okay, let's make a plan so that you do feel good enough. Let's make a plan right now so that you can reach your goal. How are we going to make you feel better right now? And that is not effective. Okay. Because if they knew how to feel better and they knew what steps to take, they'd be.
You know what else isn't effective? Wasting people's time for 2 hours just to sell them a program. I mean, I guess it is effective because apparently you've made 7 figures, but My life hasn't improved at all.
doing that already. There's things that need to be processed and worked through and released, right? So a fixer thinks, as a coach fixer thinks that you need serious help, right? And a fixer often gets caught up in the client's problem or story. You ever get really deep down into a story? I once had a client, she wanted to work on a budget and her finances, and like, I'm not a budget person, okay? I'm not a numbers person. I don't like math.
Rule number 1 of business coaching, never ask your business coach actual business advice, particularly income and expenses, profit loss. They don't know. They don't know, and they're not going to teach you. We don't do that here. We only do mindset.
And that's not my thing. But I was trying to fix the situation. I'm like, okay, you're broke all the time and you want a budget. So let's make a budget. And I was getting into the story and into the problem, and I was deep in it. And I'm on this call with her now trying to make a budget when I've never even made a budget in my whole entire life. Like, okay, this is out of my scope. I was out of integrity. I made every mistake in the book that I'm going to teach you not to make. But the point of me telling you this is that it's totally normal to get caught up in the problem and story of your client if you're not trained to not do that. And we're going to get into this in secret number 3. And then there's the avoider. The avoider just...
Okay, I'm so confused. What was secret number 1 and 2? Is secret number 2 the mistakes we're making? And secret number 1 is the embodied energy? I'm really confused. I feel like I haven't paid attention for the last hour.
Avoider just can't hang, okay? The avoider avoids the client's deep emotions as they arise. They're not comfortable with it. Maybe you're emotionally turned off. That's okay. We can work on that. And the avoider just doesn't know where to go, so they just skip over, right?
Oh.
Like I've heard...
Demi, you must have missed the part. She's not a business coach anymore. She's a quantum coach. Business coaching wasn't for me. So now I coach on the quantum.
Coaches coach in this archetype of the avoider, and like someone will be like, yeah, I was just a failure, and they're like, okay, so like what else happened at this point? And they're talking about something completely different, but the client just gave you gold. They said that they felt like a failure, and you're skipping over that. That's what you need to look at. That's the root. We got to get to the root, right? So I'm curious which...
I thought, isn't like the number 1 thing coaches say, therapy digs into the past and coaching is about the future. So if that's true, and we're going with what every other coach on the internet is saying, why are we digging deeper? Shouldn't they be in therapy to dig deeper, to go into the past, the root issue, and I'm just supposed to help them envision their best self future? Right? Right? Am I wrong?
Which one you're resonating with so far? Number 5 is the advice giver. Tells the client what to do. I feel like this is such a common thing in coaching. People think that coaching is advice giving, and that's just not true. Let's just mark it for the record right here, right now, with all of us in this training. Advice giving is not coaching. Please know that. You don't share your personal advice with clients. You just don't. And advice givers, they can't really hold space for their clients because they're telling them what they think is best for them constantly, operating from their own opinion. Oh, well, this worked for me, so this will work for you. Or they act more like a friend and they're trying too hard. Someone in here said that their clients are their friends. And so, sure, a client can become a friend. I'm not saying that they can't. This is a little bit different though. You're like telling, like my friends, they love to give me advice. Being a new mom, oh my gosh, I got so much advice. I appreciate all of that. But that's not coaching, right? And so I remember being in a coaching session with someone, and I was getting into this thing around, I want to stop scrolling day and night. I don't want to be scrolling before bed and first thing in the morning. You with me? And so she was like, I have a great idea for you. Charge your phone in your office at night, and you won't go to bed scrolling, and you won't wake up scrolling. Problem solved.
Yes, Mallory, the inconsistencies are rampant. That's the problem. I don't know what's happening. I'm so confused.
No. Of course I thought of that idea, right? But there's a reason, like, why am I not doing that? So it's not empowering when someone just tells you what to do, because if we all know what to do.
Yeah, so don't tell me what to do. Instead, just ask me questions so I can tell myself what to do. Duh. I don't need your big, dumb, idiot opinions. I can figure it out myself. I'm my own big, dumb idiot.
We all know what to do, but there's deeper beliefs, identities, energy that needs to be shifted in order to get us to that reality. Does that make sense? You with me? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Okay. So this is Megan Reed. She is amazing. And she says just simply being in the energy of the
Blop.
suburbs to the shore.
Oh, secret number 3.
So
secret number 3 is you can coach anyone on anything by focusing on this one thing. No, you cannot. Stop it. Stop this. This is what I'm talking about. This is the problem I have with this industry. We have too many people, again, like I already went on a rant earlier, too many people with good intentions doing things just because they want to. I want to be a coach, therefore I am a coach, therefore I'm qualified to be a coach. No. This is why, because we have these massive coaches, successful coaches telling you that anyone can be a coach in anything.
As I shared, I built my business to 6 figures before I ever, I don't think I shared this, but this is also a confession. I built my business to 6 figures before I ever had a niche. Okay. Manifest with Ash didn't have a niche. Remember when I mentioned my office earlier, the tiny 200 square foot space? When I first moved into that office, I was coaching 10 plus people every day. One session would be with a 70-year-old woman who I coached around her transition from moving to the suburbs to the shore. Then I would coach a 17-year-old girl about bullying she was experiencing. Then I coached a woman on manifesting her soulmate and another client on starting her nutrition coaching business. I was essentially a transition coach, manifestation coach, business coach, life coach, you name it, I was it. Each session,
all with no experience, and you can do it too.
And each client were so different from one to the next. It felt so hard to pick a niche because I was getting results with all of my clients, no matter what we were working on. I had a friend who's an awesome business coach, and she was like, Ash, you got to pick a niche. You got to pick a niche. And part of me felt like she must be right. But another part of me felt conflicted, and I couldn't make a decision. Anyone else feel that way with like picking a niche and like having to have that one thing? I really struggled with that for so long. And then I finally realized secret number 3. Are you ready for it? Let me know if you're ready. Let me know. Yeah, so much resistance around niching. I totally get it. So did I. But here's the secret. Why was I getting all the results with people? Oh my goodness.
Julia wins comment of the night. You were everything besides qualified. So true. So true.
Energy. Because I'm working on my energy. Cleaning up. Okay, energy. It's the core of what we teach here. I didn't know it at the time. When you learn.
Guys, you heard it first. If you want to be a coach, you don't need any experience. You just need energy. And you can do it too.
How to coach your clients at the energetic and subconscious levels, you become limitless in your coaching and help them become limitless in their life. No big deal. # dream coach status. Okay. So here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you're a business coach, if you're a life coach, if you're a manifestation coach, a health coach, an intuitive healer, so on. The quantum coaching method and tools are based in energetic embodiment and leadership. Leading with your energy and having tools for powerful inquiry will create transformation. Because in all cases, we're coaching our clients' energy around their business, around their life, around their love, around their health, and so on. Remember that the client's problem isn't what needs to be coached or fixed or figured out. No. We always coach the energy around the issue because that's what creates the client's reality. Really?
Can someone explain to me what coaching energy is? How do you coach someone's energy? Danielle, believe in yourself. Believe. Like, what does this mean? I'm so confused. Help.
Really get that. We're coaching the energy around it because if we could shift energy, we could shift the reality. Quantum coaching. When we can shift the energy, we can shift the reality. Quantum leaping, right? When we have quantum shift after quantum shift, what do you think that creates? Quantum leap, right? Today is an example. I had some wonky energy earlier, and I remember being in my story and like looking at all the pieces of my story. And then I did this work and I shifted my energy. And when we can shift the energy, the problem changes. The problem isn't a problem anymore because we're now seeing it in a completely different way. And when you can frame things differently, quantum leaps. Okay. And that's what makes you the dream coach. And that's what will make you a quantum coach.
Guys,
Ener-
that's it. You heard it first. You don't need any skills, any experience. All you got to do is ask quantum questions to shift the energy. Say a whole lot of words, mean a whole lot of nothing. Pay me $10,000. PayPal link below. I keep saying that, but I just want, for the record, you guys to know my PayPal is not linked below. So don't call me a scammer, okay?
Energy can't be created or destroyed, but it can be reprogrammed. This universal truth, it's the secret to helping clients achieve the most profound transformations. And this is just a great example of that. This is one of our students, Lisa.
Blah, blah. I don't care about Lisa. I don't care about that lady either.
Just standing in the way. Okay. We have to release.
Here we go. We're learning something, guys. Get your pens and papers out. You don't want to miss it. Here we go. This is good stuff.
Imagine having every single tool and process in your toolbox and belt to help your clients.
Yes, we want a puppy reveal. Drop some puppies in the chat if you want to meet the puppy.
Have a powerful release. We have lists of tools under release, under rewire. Rewiring is all about coaching your client to reprogram their identity, energy, decisions, and beliefs to create the life that they want to live. Rewiring without the
Marie says, bring us the puppy. Yes, puppy. Pablo, yes. Where's the puppy?
proper release work, it won't result in meaningful, lasting change. I once was on a very high level mastermind call.
Very high level, not low level. I only invest in the highest level of courses and masterminds, just for the record. Okay, I think he's bringing the puppy. I gotta switch cameras. Hold on. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here she comes. Hi, baby. Hi, everyone. This is my baby. She is crazy. Hello. This is a baby. She's like, what the hell? What the hell? Oh, yes, show the belly. Show the belly. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. You're so freaking cute. Give me a kiss. Oh, yes. This is a baby. Oh, this is a baby. What's everybody saying? Are you saying my cute baby is so cute? We want big puppy energy. Big puppy energy. Just a big puppy. What do you have to say? She's like so squirmy. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. So freaking cute. Bubba, you're staying with me. Okay, that was fun. That was way better than the last 2 hours of my life. Don't know about you guys, but that was good. Okay, buddy, can you come up, 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 up? Everyone wants to see you. You're cute too, but you gotta come up, up. Come on, I'll come with you. Come on, up, up. Up. Good. Okay, Bubba's back. Oh, that was fun. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me figure this out. Bubba, where's your camera? Here it is. Did I buy a camera just for my dog? Yes, I did. One day, Bluetooth will be able to join us on stream when she's not so crazy. But right now, she's got big puppy energy, so. Okay, buddy. Say hello to your friends. Bubba's very confused. Okay. Anyway, back to this big corgi energy. That's what we're talking about, baby. That makes all the jibber jabber coaching blather worth it. Yes. Hi, Bluetooth, wiggly little bean. She's very, very crazy, guys. I manifested this puppy. I I started dating a guy who was on a wait list for this corgi for 2 years. I manifested it. So give it a try and you could get your own puppy too.
Where, I thought the caliber of coaching would be really high since, I had invested $15,000 into this mastermind, which was a huge, huge investment for me. And
I just want us all to pause and look at Bubba for a second because he looks like he's contemplating some serious life choices. Bubba, are you exhausted by the coaching industry as well? Because same. Big sad energy right here.
paid in full. And I remember getting on one of the calls, as it was just kicking off, and someone came in with this not good enough belief. And they were like, I really just don't feel good enough right now. And you know what the coach said to her? She was like, you are good enough. She was trying to rewire without a proper release. And she said, I want you to sit here and say, I'm good enough 10 times. And the girl sat there and she was like, I'm good enough. I'm good enough. I'm good enough. I'm good enough. And me being the founder of a coaching certification, I'm sitting there like cringing, feeling so bad for this girl who's being put on the spot and having to repeat something that she just said she didn't feel. We can't just slap an affirmation on it, right? This is deep work that needs to happen, deep releasing that needs to happen in order to rewire. And so imagine getting into a container and seeing like the level of coaching is just not what you thought it would be. It was disappointing and also just very eye-opening for what's available out there, because when you are an amazing coach, you will stand out in the industry 1000%. So release, rewire, receive. When your client has released and rewired, they're going to inevitably receive their deepest desire because they become a magnet for their deepest desire. In the quantum field,
Exactly. Bubba's depressed that anyone would spend $15,000 on this and not just $15,000 on dried beef liver.
Possibilities for receiving, they're not bound by space and time. And as quantum coaches, we know that. So we know when we're helping our clients have these deep releases energetically at an identity level, and then rewiring that energy to work for them instead of against them, they're going to shift into a different reality of something that they want to create. 100%. Like it happens over and over again.
Okay, but how? If we're not giving tools and guidance and advice, we're just asking questions, they're just going to magically figure out the solution to all their own problems? Like, I don't think that's how drama works, at least not in my experience, but what do I know? I'm just a dumb idiot on the internet.
And this is I'm going to go over this very quickly. This is a communication model for neuro-linguistic programming, which is something that we certify in. And this is all about how we take in the world, right? We take in the world through what we see, feel, hear, taste, smell, touch, and we're taking in 2.3 million bits of information, and it's filtering through. It's being deleted what's not important. It's being distorted. We're generalizing what we're putting things into buckets, and we're running it through all of these filters. We're running it through our time, our mood, our location, our programming, our language, our memories, our decisions, beliefs, values, and identities. And we're running it through all these filters. And that's what's creating what we think about ourselves. That's creating our perception. And we're creating this internal representation, this picture in our mind of who we believe ourselves to be. That's creating how we feel. That's creating how we carry ourselves, our physiology, how we actually walk in the world. That's creating our behavior. And that's creating our results. And most coaches that don't do this work, that aren't on this training, that aren't in QCA, they're working at this level with their clients. They're trying to change their behaviors, right? Oh, just put your phone in your office for the night, and that's how you'll stop doing X, Y, and Z, scrolling in the morning and at night. No, we are working at this level with our clients. This is where the magic happens. So I think this is a really good model just to show you.
Okay, very interesting. So Hillary in the comments is saying, what's wild is that this runs counter to the ICF's ethical boundaries. It so clearly crosses the line into therapy, but they only certify the pieces of the program that meet the requirements and then let people add whatever other mumbo jumbo on top they want, apparently. So my guess is stuff like this model, again, kind of giving Brooke Castillo vibes here with her model. It's a knockoff of CBT, some kind of like variation, derivative of CBT, if you will. this probably wouldn't be included in the part that's like ICF accredited. This is like bonus material, I would assume. Interesting though.
Show you the deep work that's done. This is Ashley. She said QCA is not just one toolbox, not just one tool, it's the entire toolbox. Love Ashley. She's an amazing empowerment coach. As you see, being a master of your craft, it doesn't just happen overnight. It's a commitment and a value to continue to learn, to grow, to be the best coach ever, isn't it? So let's just recap here. We just went over a
Oh, thank goodness she's going to recap, because I don't know what any of the secrets are other than secret number 3, where anyone can be a coach about anything if you just believe in the energy.
lot. I wonder who has notes, because I hope that you do. Secret number 1, we learned the actual secret ingredient to build your 6 and 7-figure empire. I shared with you the quantum coaching method. Secret number 2, you learned the 5 biggest mistakes to avoid that you're not going to make anymore. You're going to practice this so intense.
So the mistakes were the secret. I thought she was just on a tangent. So that's my mistake for not paying attention. Secret number 1 was the using stupid words when we could have just used the real words. Secret number 2 is don't make these 5 mistakes. Don't talk too much, even though she didn't even listen to her own advice. So she's not even listening to secret number 2 right now. And then secret number 3 is anyone can do anything if you just believe in the energy. So there we go. See, I did that in 30 seconds, and it took her an hour and 18 minutes so far. So maybe she should hire me.
Intensely. Going to be really good students. Secret number 3, you can coach anyone on anything. But let me ask you a question really quick. Let me ask you this. How many of you are feeling like this right now? Like the math is mathin', and you're like, okay, I've got this. I'm already doing this.
Isn't this GIF supposed to be like the math isn't mathing? Like, I'm really confused about the math. So, yikes. Yikes, lady. Yikes.
You know, I'm in the zone. Like, I feel this, but also it's a lot of information. I'm a little bit, I wanted to pack in a lot into this training. And,
Okay, I actually have a funny, completely unrelated story, but it's related to this comment right here. So Julia's saying, I would love to read the notes someone may have taken during this. So back in, I don't actually remember when it was. It was in the spring. So sometime between February and April of this year, my whole life is a blur. I got invited to a conference that my friend was speaking at. And the tickets were free. So I was like, whatever, good networking opportunity, meet people in the city. So I go to this conference, I show up, turns out it's one of these like girl boss babes, believe in yourself, women in business, conferences, which as an aside, I don't have anything against conferences, women in business conferences, but this particular one is definitely like a girl boss run by someone who has a mastermind kind of conference. So anyways, I'm at this conference and all these like guest speakers are basically all like self-help gurus. So they're giving talks about believing in yourself and positive mindset, la-di-da-di-da. I look around and all these people at the table are taking notes in their notepads. And I'm thinking like, what could you possibly be writing down? This just sounds like a Rachel Hollis self-help book. Anyway, pack that into the back of my brain, whatever. And as a side note, my friend who was speaking at this conference is like a content creator. So she was speaking about like the creator economy, not about self-help, blah, blah, bullshit. Just for the record. Anyway, flash forward like 2 months later, I meet this woman through Instagram who is a local entrepreneur here in Vancouver. She's a photographer. And so she invites me on a coffee date. And totally like not a predatory situation. She wasn't trying to pitch me anything. We're actually legitimate friends now. So when we're at this coffee date, we're talking about, like, have you been able to meet entrepreneurs in the city? What networking events have you been to, et cetera, et cetera. And so I bring up the fact that I was at this conference back in, again, whenever it was, February, March, April. She goes, oh my God, I was there too. What did you think of it? And I said to her, like, honestly, the ticket was free. Like, I wouldn't have paid for it because the tickets are like $100 or $200. I'm like, I'm not really into that, like, mindset, manifestation, blah, blah, blah stuff. She goes, oh my God. I looked around at my table and I saw all these people taking notes and I asked myself, am I missing something? What is everyone writing down? And it was in that moment I knew that we should be friends because we were both just like, I don't understand what people could possibly be writing down in their journals right now. But anyway, that was a complete side note. I just wanted to share that story because I thought it was funny. And this comment kind of made me think of it because I was just like, none of this is revolutionary. Like, what is everyone writing down? I'm very confused. I'm not learning anything.
Wanted to make it as impactful as I possibly could. So I just want to ask you a question right now. Lots of notes. Okay, good. I wanted to give you as much value as possible.
Okay, interesting. This makes
Obviously,
sense.
I can't teach you all of the quantum coaching, everything in 90 minutes, but I wanted to give you as much as I could, and I have put my heart and soul into this. And so I would love to ask you, like, who's ready to build your dream coaching business? Yeah. Okay, so at this point, I just want to get your permission to share about the Quantum Coaching Academy with you. Do I have your permission to do that? I want to share about it. I want you to learn more, and I want you to stay till the end because I have something insane for you. Okay, who's ready for this? Do I have your permission? If I have your
Didn't she already tell us what we're going to get? We get to enter into a giveaway where she'll give away a discount to her program that we have to pay thousands of dollars for.
permission,
Oh, and we might get a free t-shirt.
please put it in the chat because it means a lot to me. I like to ask. Okay. Yay! Okay, cool. Okay, so introducing the Quantum Coaching Academy. So when you say yes to QCA today, you're getting instant access to becoming a certified quantum life coach, which is valued at $15,000. You're getting this beautiful coach training portal. You're learning our proprietary coaching method, mastering the craft of energy coaching. You're getting all of the quantum processes to help your clients release, rewire, receive. Literally just so many processes. Access to all of this for 12 months. Okay. You're getting this beautiful manual. This is the method that you're going to use with every client you ever had for your entire coaching career. How cool is that? You with me? So
why ever would we learn new things and change the things we do when we could just pay once and use it forever?
You say yes to QCA today, you're also getting access to so much more than that. We have also included advanced quantum coaching tools. We've added 135 hours of live training hours. We are level 2 ICF accredited. Can't get into all that right now. But let me tell you, we offer like the highest level that you could possibly get with the International Coach Federation. You're getting 19 weekly live 2-hour training calls with myself and my co-facilitator, Jenna, here. She's absolutely amazing. She's on this training right now. She is everything. She's also a psychotherapist, so she brings this beautiful trauma-informed lens into everything that we teach. That's valued at
Okay, here's something interesting I learned through recent interviews on my channel. A lot of these coaches, the coaches that they like co-facilitate with are their clients. So their clients will like go through their program and then they have the opportunity to get hired as a coach for them. So like when they say my team of coaches, it's just past clients. So if that ain't a pyramid, I don't know what is. I don't know. I just don't know.
At $10,000. We have a two all-day intensive coach trainings valued at $7,000. And then we have a 3-day live virtual event called QCA Live. It is actually life-changing, that event. And that is valued at $10,500. And this is our beautiful team, Bella, Ashley, Emma, Callie, and Megan. I'm going to introduce you more along the way. Okay. So, but we know that the dream coach doesn't just want to coach one-on-one. You're ready to go quantum. So let's go over this. You are not just getting certified as a quantum life coach. You're also
for the record, being trauma informed is not the same as being trained in how to deal with trauma. Trauma informed just means that you know how to like act and say things that aren't going to be triggering for someone or activating for someone. But actually being trained in how to deal with someone's trauma is something that requires a lot more education than just like a certification. Like I'm a trauma-informed yoga teacher, but I'm not going to teach you how to solve your trauma using yoga. It's just that like I know how to facilitate a class in a way that's not going to be activating for you.
Also getting certified in quantum group coach facilitator. as a quantum group coaching facilitator, because we know that you don't just want to coach one-on-one, but you need to learn.
Oh, great. Now we also will receive the laundry list of certifications. Love that for us.
How to manage a group. You need to learn how to group coach, how to navigate different personalities, different things that pop up and show up. It's important to know how to handle those situations, how to structure a group program, how to structure the container, how to start, lead, and guide those group sessions. We've got you covered. This training is valued at over $7,000. Then we have certified NLP practitioner. If you were to get certified an NLP practitioner, I lowballed this. It's valued at $2,000.
You can become a certified NLP practitioner on Udemy for $8. So no, it's not valued at $2,000. Get a clue, lady. Okay, I can read all these. NLP, time techniques, which is like another variation of NLP, life and success coach, hypnotherapy, emotional freedom tapping practitioner. For the record, it's called the emotional freedom technique, not emotional freedom tapping. So you'd think if you were offering a certification in something, you would know what it's called. And then lastly, you'll become a Reiki healer. So I love all of this for us. Blah, 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 blah. Testimonial, testimonial, testimonial.
Of the quantum coaching method, inside of the quantum coaching program. You're not going to need to hire a mentor coach outside of QCA that's accredited with the
Monica, stop asking questions. We don't have the answers.
The ICF, the International Coach Federation. You're going to get that included in QCA. You're going to have a mentor coach, someone that is high level. You're going to be coaching them, and they're going to be giving you feedback on your coaching throughout the program to help you continue to improve. Feedback is invaluable. All of this mentorship, one-on-one mentor coaching, it's valued at $2,500, and one-on-one weekly peer coaching, being a coach and being a client with someone in the program, is valued at $6,000. This is a total savings of $8,500 that's included in your tuition for QCA. But Ashley, what if I have all the skills, but I have no clients to pour them into? That's a great question. We've got you. We have the Quantum Business Accelerator. Let me just go back there for a second. This is so amazing, okay?
I thought we didn't do business around here. We did quantum. Which is it? What are we doing?
We have done for you business masterclasses, how to create and structure
Also, to me, this is so overwhelming. Like listing off 50 things that I'm going to get inside, to me, is not like enticing. I don't know.
Group program, mastering your sales calls. This training is unbelievable. Legal protection for your business, done for you contract. We have a contract that we literally hand over to you by Natalie Puglisi, and she also teaches a webinar on legal level up with Natalie to make sure everything's compliant in your business. Mastering your finances as a coach and a business owner, what bank accounts you need to be setting up as a coach, building your dream coaching website. We have a training on that. Building your attracting your ideal clients, finding your niche. If you want to find your niche, we're going to help.
Okay, I can tell you right now,
you out of the way.
Finding your niche isn't worth $500. I have a YouTube video for free that will teach you how to do that. Or you can go to ChatGPT and type in the specs of your business, and it will help you find your niche or find your ideal client, whatever, either of those, better than I'm sure this $500 training will. Dumb, stupid, I hate it.
We want to support you in signing all of the clients right now. This is Bella. Hey, Bella. She's on here. QCA is not like any other program in the industry. As someone who grew up and resides in a third world country, I felt I had a natural inferiority complex, especially because this was my first exposure.
We're targeting people. Oh my God. This is just, nope. Hate it. Okay, how much is this going to cost me? I'm just going to skippity skip. When developing this program, I had two choices. First option was to price the Quantum Coaching Academy as cheaply as possible and price for high volume. But that doesn't incentivize me to keep up with the yearly updates. Second option requires a higher investment, and you can choose a payment plan that's accessible. This allows me to devote more resources. So my time is so valuable that if you only were to pay me $100, I wouldn't want to work for you peasants. So the way that I made it worth my time is to price it much, much more than $100. Let's drop our guesses in the comments. For those of you that haven't already looked it up or don't already know the price, let me know in the comments what price you think this program's going to be. I'm going to guess I don't know. There was a lot of different things that she put in there at really high price points. I'm going to say like 999, 9,999. But I might be way off. So let me know what you think. Yes, and the value, for the record, is completely made up on her own opinions. Okay, Suzanne says 5,000. Julia also says 9,999. Or maybe a 7,777. That's my second guess. What price it's valued at versus what she's selling it for. Okay, someone's saying $97 a month, $997. I think that's a really low guess. Anyone guessing less than 1,000, I think, is not valuing themselves highly enough and needs to work on their self-worth. 777. I'm going to guess 3,000 or 7,000. Based on how much I spent on a similar training, Hillary says 10,000 for sure. Okay, let's see. Skippity skip. Okay, so let's see. If you knew that mastering your craft of coaching was going to make you an extra $4,500 to $10,000 every month, how much would you pay to get 8 certifications in one? $0 is how much I would pay personally. Well, I mean, back in 2016, I would have paid $10 on Udemy. So there it is.
$1,000 off. Now remember,
Hold on,
if you were to, yeah.
So it's valued at over $85,000. So because it's worth almost 90 grand, you can see how it would be a no-brainer at $20,000. But because I'm so kind and generous, I'm not going to charge you that.
But that's not the investment. For the general public, the investment is $9,997.
The general public, but you guys are better than that.
Okay. But because we're hosting this insanely amazing masterclass, I want to do something really special for you. Remember when I told you to stay till the end? Here we go. Applying through the masterclass in the next 24 hours,
Guys,
we are giving $1,000 off.
It's on sale. You better act now. Please don't, please don't, please do not buy this, and do not say that I sent you here to buy it. I take no responsibility. If anyone buys this, you're making a mistake. I can tell you that right now.
Off of general public tuition. Okay? $1,000 off. Now remember, if you were to piecemeal these certifications together, it would cost you a lot more. It would cost you over $30,000.
No, it wouldn't. None of these certifications are real. I'm telling you, if you want to learn about those things, not that I recommend you do, but if you wanted to, you could do it on Udemy for less than $100 for all of those. Just buy it on sale. They're probably on sale right now. They have a sale every other week.
And my first certification program, I put that $12,000 on a card. I got certified as a life coach. That was my certification. QCA is certifying you in 8 modalities, giving you ICF mentorship, one-on-one coaching, quantum business accelerator, live monthly coaching business calls, big closer energy sales course, receive like a quantum coach, 12-month access for $8,997. Whoa. Okay. But here's the thing.
Does she not know
You're
how
gonna
her
get lifetime
presentation works?
access.
What is happening?
We don't want to just give you 12 months access. We want to give you lifetime access, which means
Blah, blah, blah.
it's about you living your dream.
This application and call is about you living your dream. Whether you apply or not is not going to change my life one bit. Okay, tell that to your bank account, lady. So I've talked about this concept so many times on my channel, so if you've been here a while, you've heard this rant before. But the reason why they want you to fill out an application and book a call is so that in that application, you can write down all your biggest hopes and dreams. And then on the call, they can use those hopes and dreams to manipulate you into making the sale. Because if you're willing to go through the trouble, you already know the price, and you're willing to go through the trouble of filling out an application and getting on a call, that's a pretty clear indicator that you're like a warm lead who's kind of considering it and might make an irresponsible decision if you can get convinced quickly enough. And so basically they hire people who are professional closers, meaning that they are skilled at getting you to close the sale. and they're going to pressure you into buying it. So don't ever fill out an application and don't ever sign up for one of these calls.
Whether you apply or not, it's not $8,997. And when you apply and book your call in the next 30 minutes, we're going to start a timer in a second. We're offering you a fast action bonus of an additional $500 off of your tuition. $84.97. We have payment options as well. This is Lizzie. She said she doubled her ROI on QCA without even marketing herself on social media. She made her investment back. The extra $500 off expires in 30 minutes. I am going to spend some of that time right now doing a Q&A with you while you work on your applications. Okay? So the timer is on right now. My team is aware. They're setting the timer too. The clock is ticking. So you're going to want to go to the quantumcoachcode.com/QCA, open a new browser tab right now. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for you as well, so you have it. I'm going to publish it right now so you could see it.
Can I see
And
it?
we're going to go into some Q&A right here, right now. Okay, so the next step is, here's what it's going to look like.
Okay, so I'm watching the replay, and I'm still getting the 30-minute countdown timer. So there's that. Let's see what this application is. I wonder how, like, robust, if you will, it is. We're going to find out. Okay, blah, 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 blah. We got to put in our name, our email, our phone number, our WhatsApp, our website, our Instagram. Tell her where we live. Give her our Facebook. Tell us how we heard about the program. Tell us how we would describe our current coaching. Talk about how important it is to become masterful in our craft. Talk about how committed we are to the program. Talk about why we want to join. We have to tell her why right now is the right time to invest. What concerns we have. This is the one, the concerns, where they will take them and use them against you. So if I said, oh, my concern is being able to afford it, the person on the sales call is going to be like, Danielle, I see here that you have some concerns about paying for this program. Don't worry. When you join, you're going to make your money back in 6 months because my client, Sally, did that too. Is there anything else you'd like to share? Tell us a bit more about your coaching experience. Are you currently working with a coach? Have you worked with a coach? Here, let's say I had a negative experience. I'm probably heated. I hired a coach. She was a scammer, blah, blah, blah. I have no results. Oh, don't worry. Here at the Quantum Coaching Academy, we won't have that problem because we're so great and everyone is so rich and you will be too. What goals do you have? Oh, I want to make 10K. Yep, no problem. We can do that for you too. Why do you feel it's important? Again, same questions over and over again. And then you're like saying, oh, I'm willing to, do this. I'd like to pay my $500 refundable deposit. Oh my God. No, I don't want to do that. Interesting. Okay. That was a big fat waste of my time. This is a whole sales page. Coaching isn't a career. It's a calling. So after you finish the webinar, you come to apply. You can read through another sales page for this program. And then you can sign up for a call. So, love that. Love that for us, guys. That was great. Let me just switch the old screens back here. I don't know why. There we go. I also don't know how to get rid of. Maybe if I click that button. There we go. Okay, we're back. We're back, baby. What's going on in the chat? Mallory says... Whoops. Who wants to make a career change with a 30-minute timer on? Exactly. The pressure is unbelievable. I hate it. Also very sleazy that it's a lie. So the training isn't live, but the 30-minute timer is still resetting. Don't like that. Don't like that. Hi, Sweet Goth. Welcome, welcome. We're just wrapping up, but I appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, with this manufactured urgency, now I can't afford to spend $8,500. I hate it. Katie! What's up, baby? Okay. All right. I think that's it. I think I'm caught up on the chat. We made it to the end. Now we're all going to be quantum millionaires and we're going to make a lot of money doing it. Okay, everyone? You're welcome. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what is the most amount of money I would spend on anything impulsively? The most I've probably spent is like $100 at Lululemon. Just kidding. I actually have no idea. But it's definitely not $8,500. That's not something I could make lightly. I just want to know, do these actually work? Do what actually work? What specifically? The applications, the webinars, the hopes and dreams, the false promises. Which is it? You're right. Sorry about your luck, but if you want to be a millionaire, you got to show up on time because money waits for no one. And the longer you wait to hop on stream, the less of a chance you have to get into the right vibrational frequency of the dollar bills that you're trying to attract. In my country, where I'm from, we don't even have dollar bills, so I'm already out of luck. The webinars to sales funnel. Honestly, I don't know. In this, like, I would say back in 2016, like before like the coaching space really blew up on the internet, in my opinion, I think they were probably highly effective. I would hazard to guess that as time has gone on, this style of like webinar filtering into timer, into sales call is probably less effective than it was. But I would assume for some coaches, it probably still is an effective strategy. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it. But I don't have any data to like prove or disprove that. Very true. Very, very true. Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm thinking too small. It's probably my my bad vibes, small coach energy over here, my poor people energy, my small bank account quantum tax energy. I'm not thinking big enough. Yeah, so I was speaking with a person who used to work in high ticket sales for like coaching, fitness coaching packages, I think it was. And she would make like 10 to 20% commission per sale. And this was like $10,000 sales. So she was making like $1,000 to $2,000 per client that she closed. I don't know if that's a good amount of commission or not. I've never worked in sales, so I don't know. You're welcome. You're welcome. Big couch energy. Big couch energy only. That's all I've got as well. Okay, Hillary says, from my experience, my own and others, they do. Sometimes this is your first exposure to a specific coach, but often you've been following them for a while and join the webinars to tip you off the fence. I would agree. Actually, now that you say that, I remember my coach that I ended up hiring did one of these webinars, but she did it through like a Facebook Live. And I'm pretty sure that was the thing that sold me because she actually was like in the live chat answering our questions and I felt seen and I felt heard. And then that was really, and I had been following her for a while thinking about working with her. So that was really the thing that solidified my belief because again, they tell these stories, the rags to riches stories. They give examples of clients they've worked with. And then next thing you know, you're like, well, it must work because look at how successful this person is. So that's a good point. Yeah, that was painful. Thank you all for suffering with me. If you are Canadian, I will wish you once again a happy Boxing Day. Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates. Happy holidays. And if you're alone this holiday season, I'm sending you a big hug. I will be going live, I believe, like I mentioned earlier, later this week with reaction therapy. So keep your notifications on. And I'll make sure to post to my Instagram story too. So if you're not following me there, my Instagram is linked in the description. That's going to be it. I'll stop talking. I talked a lot at the beginning, so I'll spare you all. Thanks so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And take care. Comb your hair. I'll see you when I see you. Okay. Okay. Bye bye.